Hey you, what's up? How you doing? Let's go over some quick manifestation techniques. So, in a lot of videos, you'll hear people say, hey, I'm in my rich car, I'm in a nice neighborhood. You know why? It's because I manifested it all. And if you want more money in your life, all you gotta do is tune yourself to the frequency of money and you'll get more money. That's what I did. And you're like, okay, I thought I was actually gonna get some value out of this video, but all I've been hearing is to tune my frequency of money, which makes no sense. Like, kind of, but not enough to actually be practical and really apply it to the real world. It's just kind of lofty advice. So I wanted to give y'all a quick little manifestation technique that was worked for me in the past couple years that I've been using it, but I figured I'd share it. So when it comes to manifesting, obviously I'm not a millionaire. I don't have all the money in the world and I can't be like, hey, I'm driving a Bugatti right now because I manifested this. I am in an earlier phase or stage of manifesting in a more grounded way, which I'm doing now. But at the same time, I'm a firm believer of, you have to be careful for what you ask for, because you just might get it. So when it comes to the universe, I've never really tried to manifest $1 million just because I know that it comes with a lot of responsibility. I've manifested smaller amounts of money, you know what I mean? But at the same time, let's get to it. So when it comes to manifesting, we can all, say, hey, I want this new job. I want this new relationship. I want to make progress in my new business. I want to make a certain amount of money within a certain amount of time. All good, right? The universe can provide. So, however, like I mentioned before, you have to be careful for what you ask for, right? The universe will provide, but you do have to be responsible in how you manifest, right? You can't just be like, oh, I want to get $1 million in the next month, in the next 2 months, especially if you don't have any channels for that to actually happen. You know what I mean? You're kind of asking the universe to do a lot. However, the universe can, but you have to be aware of the kind of responsibility that you might incur from manifesting that much within a short amount of time. You know what I mean? So even though we have the ability to manifest, we do have a few bumpers on to kind of keep us from destroying ourselves. But with that in mind, here's the main takeaway from this video. So when it comes to manifesting, a lot of us will be in that state of, oh, I want to make this amount of money. Oh, I want to make this kind of connection. Oh, I want to meet these kind of people. Oh, I want to be in this kind of event, right? And we'll manifest it eventually, but we'll spend a lot of time into just the idea of wanting it to happen, right? But, oh man, I want to make this much money. For an example, right? Say I want to make $10,000 an extra $10,000 within the first quarter of the year, of next year, right? All right, y'all. Within the first 3 months, I want to make an extra 10K. Boom. All right, cool. Closer we get. All right, first 3 months, I'm gonna write it down. The first 3 months, I'm gonna get 10K within the first 3 months. Right. All good. But we'll be in this spot, and it'll kind of be like a neutral area because we'll keep telling the universe that we want to manifest this thing, but that's kind of where it ends. So we'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I want to make this amount of money within a certain amount of time. And yeah, we might apply some work behind it, but it'll be the same thing kind of reiterated, and it doesn't really go anywhere. So what I've come to understand, especially more recently, when I'm manifesting, it is more important for me to be in the state of mind where, okay, I'd let the universe know, hey, this is what I want to manifest. But then I also go into the space of really seriously thinking about what I would do once I have that, in my life, right? Once I have that $10,000, what am I going to do with it? What would I do? What are the things that would pay off? What are the things I would invest in? Who are the people that I would help out? What would I save it? Like, what are the things that I would actually do with those blessings, right? What would I do once I get that new job? Once I make that new connection, once I get a new opportunity, so you have to be mindful of those things too, as you're manifesting, not to just manifest and will things into existence, but to also prepare for when those things enter your life, and to also be able to facilitate those integrations into your life and ground those integrations, in a more balanced way, rather than just manifesting and then when something appears, kind of squandering it or blowing it off, or not. Some people may not even be aware that they just manifested what just happened to them is something that they've been manifesting until after it's already kind of gone or done or used up, then they'll be like, oh yeah, that is what I asked for. Da, 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 da. You know what I mean? So it's good to manifest. It's good to put things out there in the universe and let the universe, bring them back to you. But you also have to consciously start to integrate those things into your life, right? You have to consciously start to prepare for those blessings. And that's the mind state, being in that mind state of constantly, or preparing for those blessings rather than just wishing for them, is when I'm starting to see manifestations happen a lot more for me, like a lot more rapidly. And the limit really is just what I choose to say and what kind of responsibility I choose to take on, because so far I've manifested 6 figures, or 5 figures, I should say. I've manifested smaller amounts of money, because you can get carried away with manifestation, right? Some people, if you don't plan ahead, you might manifest something, but it might be a curse as well as a gift. You know what I mean? You might want to manifest so much money, and you might manifest it, but then you may not be able to be responsible with it, and you might end up owing more money, or you might end up getting a relationship or getting a part, getting something that is valued that much. You might get seeds for that money. You might get a relationship, which is a seed for that money to come. You might get a new job, which is a seed for that money to come. But you still have to water that seed. You still have to take care of it and everything too. Because if you don't, then that might be something that goes adversely for you and your reputation. So be careful when you're manifesting out here, because you do have to be careful for what you wish for, but you also have to manifest responsibly so we don't destroy ourselves. You know what I mean? So prepare for whatever you're wanting God and the universe to move for you in your life. Don't just wish, prepare for it. And you'll see it come. You'll see it come. Last thing I'm going to say, and leave this off with this, J. Cole, he said something that was really profound and stuck with me. This isn't verbatim, but he said something along the lines of, I think he was asked like what advice he would give his younger self or whatever, but he was saying to dream big. Dream big. Dream as big as you possibly can when it comes to what you want in life. Dream as big as you possibly can. And then, after you dream as big as you possibly can, go 1 or 2 steps beyond that. And he's saying that's where you want to be when it comes to manifesting in life and approaching life and getting the most out of it. So, not just to dream big, but to go 1 step beyond what you think your limits are. And that's the place to be. Anyways, good luck manifesting out there. Take care. Be well wherever you are, whoever you are, whenever you are, however you are. Watching this, thank you for supporting, and I hope you got something out of it. Take care. Peace.